Hey, it's Kelly Dix. A question I want to answer today is something that I get once in a while from buyers when I'm out looking at homes, or I'll get a call from someone when they're asking about a property that they see for sale. And the question is, how safe is the neighborhood? Now, as a realtor, I cannot comment on the safety or crime in a neighborhood. I cannot comment on what type of people live in a community. I cannot comment about the school districts. I cannot comment if it's a good family neighborhood, if there's a lot of kids. I cannot comment how good or bad the schools are in that area. Those are all things you're going to have to try and figure out for yourself, because my opinion of how good or bad a neighborhood is could be totally different than your opinion of it. My opinion of a good or bad school district, the criteria of that, could be totally different than somebody else's criteria. Okay, so here's 4 suggestions that I could give you on ways to figure out if you want to live in that neighborhood, if it's going to suit your needs. Okay, so number 1, what I normally tell my clients, I said if this is a home or an area you'd like to live in, my suggestion is to drive the neighborhood different times of the day. So like maybe early in the morning, lunchtime, evening time, or even weekdays and weekends, different times of the week. Because then you'll see actually what goes on in the neighborhood, ins and outs of people, who's outside, what's going on. Are they throwing a lot of parties on the weekends? Are there a lot of kids running around? If that's something you don't want, or if you do want, you have a lot of kids, you want them to have kids to play with. This way you'll get to go and see what's going on in the neighborhood and see at different times of the days what's going on. Okay, number 2, another option is to do some research online. You can find a lot of neighborhood sites where a lot of the neighbors contribute to maybe the crime in the area, or good things that are going on in the neighborhood, or if they have community activities, or what they think of the schools. And look on there, and then you can just use your best judgment, take it with a grain of salt, what each person is saying. A lot of times people complain on there, but you might be able to find some good information of what's going on in the neighborhood. Okay, number 3 is always a good standby. I always say, why don't you just visit the local police department? Maybe they can give you some data of crime that's happening in the area. Just tell them, I want to buy a house over here on this street or in this neighborhood. Are there a lot of activities of crime going on? Is there anything I need to be worried about in this area? Doesn't hurt. Stop by there and ask a few questions of what they know about the neighborhood. Okay, number 4 is probably the most valuable source that I think you could get some information from. Talk to the neighbors around the house on that street. Maybe pick the neighbor that has that nice lawn. Maybe pick the neighbor that doesn't have the nice lawn, or pick the neighbor that has a lot of toys on their front lawn, and ask them what they think about the street. How long have they been there? What do they know about the neighborhood? What do they know about maybe the person that has the most parties on the street, or the good neighbors or the bad neighbors, or people that have lived there a long time, people that are renting. Those neighbors will tell you everything. And like I said, pick a few, pick maybe, a couple of them, and ask the same questions, and you'll see what's going on. Maybe find the nosy neighbor on the street, or ask the people who is on the street that's lived here the longest, that knows what's going on. Those are the people you want to talk to, and they will definitely have the best information of what's going on the street. So there you go. Hopefully those tips will help you with your home searching. And like I said, the neighbors would know way more than I would know. I only know the information of what the sellers are telling me, or the seller's agents are telling me. So there you go. Good luck. Happy hunting. Bye.